We're back, guys. It's going to be a hot weekend ahead. In fact, boiling. Today we're starting with 30 degrees. Yeah, would you believe? A mad 30, and it's not even lunchtime. There's a very good chance, I'd say maybe 40% of the horses potentially being taken off at some point. I'm expecting a bit of a banger today, simply because on the street, when I went out, at the station, when I got on my merry way here, and now of course that we are here, you can see the numbers are absolutely bonkers. If this isn't the actual first day of summer, I really don't know what is. I'm not going to walk terribly far over the bridge. I'm just kind of wondering whether we've got any, not necessarily even ball and cup scammers, but another popular one is dressing up as characters. Kind of, you know, gently offering tourists, would you like a picture with, I don't know, insert name of character here. Yes, they get the picture, and then they're hit with a fee. £10, £20, £50, depending on how gullible the person dressed up thinks a tourist is. I mean, it's so busy. We're having just trouble even getting through the queues, guys. Look at this. I mean, I did remember though, finally, to switch on the zoom. Yes. Ta-da. But no, they all moved on. It's funny actually, because in a lot of the videos from Milan, Rome, Paris, some of the very well-known faces that were scamming tourists on the bridge here, more aggressive ones, turned up in other cities. Yeah, in other people's videos in other cities. Crazy but true. So there we have it. I mean, it's a beautiful day. We're just about to hit 11:30. There's actually not a single cloud in the sky anywhere. Would you believe it? Yeah, not a single cloud, guys. It is like crisply, perfectly blue. I must remember, because I will forget, I know I will, I already did. See, you're supposed to open the video and say, guys, hello, welcome back, like, subscribe, all this. But I always forget, because I'm kind of much more about what's going on screen and talking about what's happening and the weather and what we can expect today. So before I forget, guys, yeah, please hit subscribe, like, and if you can, like the video. Now, the lifeguards are going to be back this morning, and yours truly was off yesterday because, like an absolute fool, I mean, we know I am already, guys, I need to tell you, I got proper crispy on the neck on Wednesday. Oh yeah, like proper sunburn, folks. Today, I thought, you know what, be smart. Don't worry about looking like an absolute idiot. Be smart. So today, I've worn a skiing gaiter, folks. Yes. I've got a kind of a neck scarf. It's actually a skiing gaiter, but it looks like a neck scarf. So my neck is entombed in this boiling hot weather in a skiing gaiter. I mean, I'm either completely thick or a genius. But those gaiters are specifically designed for super bright, warm, peace conditions in the sunshine, where it's actually a lot easier to burn than being here in London, odd as it might sound. Thank you very much. It was nicely timed, wasn't it? I mean, very thoughtful of the bell ringer to do that for us as I was nearby. Very thoughtful. What a lovely fellow. Now, navigating this mush of people is obviously going to be the first priority. And I'm hoping when we get there that, despite the chaos, people will be polite and patient today, because I seem to remember that it was last Friday that everything was haywire, and then 2 Mondays before that. But the numbers we're seeing today are pretty much, yeah, the peaks of what we've seen so far this year. So this is a good start. again, depending on how people decide to treat their environment and one another. But it's really heaving. Once everybody's finished with the ceremonial aspects of this morning, i.e. Buckingham Palace and the guard change, and guy's waving, he's supposed to wave into the camera, not at the side of the camera, that's why you couldn't see him. Yeah, once the guard changes, etc. are finished, it's going to get even more hectic. Plus it looks like there's some kind of a protest, fight the ban, save our country. Oh, Countryside Alliance. Oh. That's actually, strangely enough, a new one to me. I haven't heard of Countryside Alliance before. Now, hers is the only band that I'm seeing, so I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I think that's going to happen today. It could just be that somebody left it there from yesterday. There were no announced road closures in Central today, which we normally tend to see when there's going to be a major protest march demonstration. So if it is coming, it likely won't affect the work of the King's Guard regardless, folks. Okay, I'm marching across. Oh, flipping hell, wait a second, hold on. Surely that's not the Countryside Alliance. They haven't gone and brought that massive crane with them, have they, from Somerset? Whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so don't worry, we can still get to Horse Guards. Whitehall is partially closed, at least to traffic. I don't know if the same applies to any foot traffic, but we'll see. Just looking at the coaches behind me, in case they're coming this way, they're not. So for the moment, we're good. Gonna go down, around, and on to Whitehall. Whoa, that is a massive crane. I wonder what they're lifting over. I think it could well be Andy Burnham's Earls, because he's decided to challenge our PM for leadership of the Labour Party. So, I mean, they're going to need a massive crane to lift Andy Burnham's you-know-whats into place, ready for the challenge. So hopefully, yes, we will have a new PM. I mean, it's musical chairs. It doesn't really matter who's in number 10. It's the same bunch of clowns by a different name. Nothing will change.
I'm smiling.
At least not for the positive. Just that I'm smiling. Yeah, hello. Okay, so the famous or infamous phone box, folks. And look, ta-da! We can zoom in and out. Now the queue behind me is not massive today. I'd say there may be, I don't know, 25, 30 people. However, it will very quickly build up, as it always does, and it will go all the way around the corner. And they're not happy with it, and they're going to do it all over again. But this time as a couple, and they've asked the lovely lady if she would assist. She should have said, you know what, get lost, no. But she didn't, because she's kind and thoughtful. Like me, I mean, it's very hard to refuse, guys, when tourists or other people ask you if you'll take their picture. Saying no, get lost is not an easy thing to do. And sometimes I am tempted, because on a day like this in particular, when it's so hot, there's so much more to worry about, you know. What's going on screen, the sound, and more importantly, not overheating. The kit that is, and me, to be honest. Almost looks like I'm kind of entering a naval dockyard area, guys, with this this absolutely gigantic closure. I'd love to know what it is that they're lifting into place. It looks, oddly enough, as though they're actually constructing, using this massive heavy-duty crane to construct a secondary, smaller crane, which roughly looks like it's either in the Thames or on the banks of the Thames. What could it be? I don't know. I need to do it into the camera. Welcome to London. These days I get quite a lot of people sort of standing beside me, hoping that they can be in the video. These two are going to be in the video because they look amazing. Look, beautiful colours, beautiful day here in Central. I don't understand why people do it, but then they don't ask which channel it's going to be, because you'll never know where you're going to appear if you don't know the channel that was filming the video in the first place. So it's a little curious, yes. I mean, you can see, guys, even the Latinas are sweating today. What does that tell you? It tells you that it's flipping boiling. Yeah, it is. Now, luckily, I've got 2 liters of water in my pouch. So no matter what happens, it's all good. Oh my goodness gracious. They've actually, whatever it is so enormous, massive and heavy that they've in fact got 3, I didn't notice it, they've got 3 of these gigantic heavy duty cranes, one after another along Whitehall. Golly, what could it be? I'm thinking one of those sort of oily exploration type platforms that we've seen in the Thames before, potentially. These ones are not quite as large, but the fact they've got 3 cranes. I'm guessing these 2 secondary cranes here are responsible for lifting the massive weights that support the bed of this crane. That to me is, wow, I mean, it's extraordinary. I'm a bit geeky about this kind of stuff. I've actually watched like, crane assembly and disassembly videos before, because I always wondered how they did it. Baldwin's crane hire. But Mr. Baldwin is going to be getting a nice fat slice of cash for these massive heavy-duty machines. There are quite a few people here who are enjoying the view. This is actually, odd as it might sound though, guys, a huge positive for the horses, because with these cranes being here, I mean, it might only be a few days, it could be a week, I don't know. With these cranes being here, obviously, it means the traffic levels along Whitehall, although not completely suppressed, have been reduced a lot. We've only got one, it looks like one lane of traffic either way, although arguably actually, that might be a negative. Because if we've got only one lane either way, they're all going to squish in, aren't they? I'm going to go this way because we've got some exceptionally loud music being, oh my God. It's the, it's the pro-EU lot again. You know what, guys, I'm going to pause it briefly to avoid ruining the video because they're super loud with their copyright music, and I'll restart it when I get past them at Horse Guards. Just a moment, guys, okay? Okay, folks, we're back. It's just where I stopped it. They're actually playing the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, which is super, super duper hyper copyright. And obviously they changed the lyrics. But yeah, that's what they're playing, and they often play that. So it was the right choice to briefly pause it. Now, I think we might get the issue of quite a few umbrellas today as well, not because it's going to rain, quite the opposite, but the biggest issue is that it is crazy, crazy, it's super hot. I'm genuinely surprised it is so, 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 so hot. But it's funny because I was talking to a Somali guy last night, and he told me that he struggles in London in the summer. I'm like, dude, it's like 45 degrees at home. I said, yes, but arid heat is massively different to this kind of sticky, disgusting, humid mush that you get in London, and it's true. A lot of tourists are never prepared for what 30 plus means in London. It's horrible, folks. I mean, it's not as horrible as the fact that we've got, I don't know, flipping hell. Look at the size of the groups. How are we even going to get near a horse? Oh, they've finally changed the lifeguards over. About time. Right, I spy a gap. Ho, 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 let's get in. Yeah, they changed them over, folks. It's been, I don't know, how long has it been? A month? Yeah, it's actually been a full month since we saw new faces in the regiment. The troop we're looking at right now, very popular, and I'm pretty sure, I can't be 100% certain, but I'm pretty certain this is the trooper that we saw speaking, or that we heard, we heard and saw him speaking Spanish to some naughty tourist before. I'm reasonably certain it's this trooper. Pull my gaiter up a bit, guys, to make sure I'm completely covered. Yeah, it is, I'm sure it is. Now, to see him back, and I will take a look at, nice little bow on the right by the Japanese lady. And also his colleague on the right-hand side, of course, is another new face. So that sort of instinctive look, they should change by now, was right, although that said, you know, it eventually would have been right, inevitably, whether it had been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 months. At some point they had to change over, because I dare say the guys before, having been here for a month solid, were probably just proper cheesed off and in need of some downtime. Horse-wise, no idea, folks. At least not yet. But we've got, yeah, definitely got 2 new faces. This guy, let's have a very quick look. So I'm not sure how long we've got between now and the changeover. It's probably going to be, what, 20 minutes? Yeah, 20-ish, 15 to 20 minutes, roughly. Round of applause in the yard, even though absolutely nothing is happening. Oh my goodness gracious, we are in for potentially a real treat this morning. The trooper that's at this end, as any of you that watched yesterday's video, actually wait, I'm not sure, it's a tough one. He looks very familiar to me, and I'm pretty sure he featured in yesterday's video. However, I could be mistaken. He looks familiar, but the gent I'm thinking of in the video, in some of the clips, didn't have a moustache. However, a lot of the troopers vanish for a few weeks or months and come back with a magnificent tash, and I think that's what's happened here. I think this is a trooper that is no nonsense, on it, shouts in people's faces, really enforces the box, and has grown a tash since we last saw him. Yeah, I'm kind of 60-70% sure it's the guy I'm thinking of. This is really good, actually. No disrespect to the troopers that were here prior to this changeover, but I think a lot of them just got a little bit fatigued, let's put it that way. After a month of this, I can't say I blame them, to be honest, because it's normally every couple of weeks that they change over. Oh, the girl behind me. A miracle to see it in person. It is a miracle to see it in person, and you should praise the Lord after you get to see this in person. Not necessarily for seeing this, but for being able to travel and see something that is new and different to whatever you've got at home. I mean, I'm always super thankful when I go and see something new for the first time in another country. This is why it kind of cheeses me off a little bit, guys, on a personal level, when we get so many stupid people here. Now, I will probably today take the time to be in the yard for at least one of the changeovers, depending on how busy it is. Now, luckily, it's kind of flowing quite nicely today. People are arriving, they're getting their pictures, and then they're leaving, which is what we like, isn't it? Because if it moves like this, we get far more faces in the video, far more expressions, far more happy, delighted, excited, enthusiastic tourists. Oh yeah. Oh. Now, I don't think there's any chance of us seeing these 2 horses being watered because they only just came on. There'll be a very good chance of seeing the second pair getting watered. Certainly higher than 50%. It's also interesting to me that despite this incredible heat this morning, and the trooper you can see is a little red-faced, as am I, despite the heat, the horses are not completely pulled back into the shade of the box. There we are. We just about caught it. I went to get the lovely gent and his delighted expression on the right, but you see that straight away, get out. No hesitation at all, straight on it in 1 second, the trooper. To be honest, I actually prefer that to, move or get out of the box even. I mean, why waste words? Get out. I mean, it's all is needed, isn't it, realistically? Not only that, a lot of people don't understand the box. I'm like, okay, the box, what is it? Whereas I think get out, like F off, is reasonably, in fact, it's highly translatable across multiple languages. Get out. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Again, notice he's very closely watching the feet. And rightly so. I think a lot of people actually that came out this morning, especially if they went to watch the guard change and got stuck in direct sunshine, probably gave up and left. Do you think this is some kind of like OnlyFans promo video location? Flipping hell. It definitely is not that. Little dude is taking his time. He's like, you know, I'll be there when I'm ready. I've got to speak to my people. I've got to make some travel plans. And then he just spent the time wiping his eyes. Damn, wasted photo op. Okay, this guy is busy looking for the rest of his group. He's the only American in the all-Chinese tennis visor, bucket hat wearing London tour group. But he's lost them. Because they said, look, we're going to the next site now. Oh, ex-military man perhaps? That was a serious salute, that wasn't a clown tourist salute, that was a real deal. Yeah, he didn't understand when they were speaking Mandarin that they're going on to the next site. You're just standing here waiting. Also folks, in 2 weeks, give or take, we have got the wonderful spectacle that is Pride London. Yours truly will be out and about that day for almost the whole, hopefully that is, the whole procession. Still debating whether or not to capture it from the beginning or kind of wait for the whole lot to arrive here on Whitehall. The key is to get a good spot with unobstructed views as everybody passes by. That's another pain to film there actually, because obviously all of the music, you know, YMCA, Village People, the rest of it, is all copyright. Oh my gosh, this is the female version of me in terms of the red face. Look at that. Gosh, her face is super red, like a slapped. Yes, just like my neck. You know what, it was so bad in fact that when I got dressed yesterday afternoon to go swimming, I was just too embarrassed because it looked like somebody had painted half of my body, you know, the top half, specifically the neck. I thought, you know what, people are just going to laugh. So, yep, no semi-naked trips to swimming for me. Okay, wow, that's a proper little soldier pose. Look, the little trooper on the left. Only thing missing is a salute, but he knows how to do it. That kind of reminds me of little Frank. Absolutely brilliant to see somebody knowing how to pose in a gentle and respectful way. Looks like they're being good today, no? The people that are coming to look at the beautiful horse, and of course, you know, as a secondary afterthought, the trooper. I jest, but I think most people, yeah. Okay, maybe for some of the ladies, it's nice to come and have a look to the sight of the horse and the trooper, but I think, yeah, for a lot of people, possibly the majority, it's about the horse. And honestly, it might sound, folks, an awful lot of people that come here for pictures have never seen a horse before. And no, I'm not joking. Think about it, if you come from a very, very large city, China, other countries, for example, India, where horses are not anywhere near as widely used, certainly in agriculture and elsewhere, as they are in Europe and North America, it's understandable why some people are kind of, I wouldn't say amazed, but they, you know, bemused is a better word to describe it. You know, bemused and enthused. I'm super envious actually of like the Latina bros and the African bros and stuff that are able to stroll around in 30 degrees like it's, I don't know, 15 degrees. No suntan lotion, no hat, no fear of getting roasted. I'm super envious, guys. Why the hell did I have to end up with these pasty, right? Easy to frazzle jeans. My bad luck, eh? Right, let's get ourselves in a little bit closer. Flipperoo. I mean, I'm trying to kind of walk before turning, but you can see just how many people there are crowding here along Whitehall this morning. It is absolutely chocky-wocky, my dears. Oh, this girl thinks the horse has got a special birthday message. Oh. They would have had the absolute perfect picture. His sweaty head perfectly illustrates my head, guys, but luckily mine's covered with the hat.
The horse.
If you were not with his family and busy, I would have asked him where he's from, actually, because he looks like a hardy fellow. It'd be interesting to get his... Oh, look. Wait, that's my brother from another mother. He's wearing the same hat. That's actually the hat that I've got on my head right now. And it works. It actually does work, folks, to keep one cool and under control in the sun. Yeah, I'll try and dash to the VIP corner. I mean, actually, talking about VIPs, we've got some VIPs here. I can't quite see where they're from. And the video, even at that zoom, probably still isn't clear enough to tell us, alas. Definite VIP group, 100%. I wonder where from, with VIP group. Oh, straight off, look at that, see, get out of the box. Yeah, it's a big VIP group. Where is your group from? Where is the group from?
Morocco.
Ah, you're from Morocco.
Yes, of course.
Which part? Which part of Morocco?
What?
Which city? Which part of Morocco? Tanger,
Marrakesh.
Marrakesh.
Yeah, Marrakesh.
Okay, from Marrakesh, where it's super hot. How hot is this in London today? This is hot, yeah?
Yeah,
It's very hot, even for a Moroccan from Marrakesh.
yes. It's same Marrakesh. Like Marrakesh.
Like Marrakesh.
You are from
I'm here, I'm English. But I've seen all of beautiful Morocco, seen all of it. I like Marrakesh, but it's too hot now. Say again?
Are YouTubers?
It's a YouTube video. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Shukran, Nasidi. Shukran. Amazing, in fact, guys. This massive group is from Morocco. Yeah, Morocco. I was speaking to your friend from Marrakesh. Fantastic to see. Welcome to Marrakesh. Exactly that. Fantastic to see. And if you're from Marrakesh, guys, are saying it's hot in London today, then it's flipping hot in London today. Am I right? It's really like you're hot and you're from Morocco. You're from Morocco and you're hot. Oh, it's getting a little bit. It's a little busy here today. Beautiful colours, though. Beautiful colours the ladies are wearing. This gardener bro in his green top is sorry, is getting in everyone's picture. The horse is super curious as well.
Very good.
Hey, it is very.
Tagine. It's beautiful.
You could cook the tagine in this weather. No, you don't even need the fire. Have a good day, yeah? Shukran. Wow, this is amazing, guys. In fact, we don't often see groups that are from North Africa. I don't ever remember seeing a big Algerian or Tunisian group here. The lady's not understanding. The others are explaining to her about the fact that she needs to be over the line. You see she was moved pretty quickly. We've got can't see his chevrons. The full corporal of force. Wow. Right, this is my cue, guys, to run into the yard.
I need you to push away.
Ah, my God. We're going to have to leave behind the lovely Moroccan group. Whoa. Thank goodness I didn't see that and I'd moved away. The horse just slipped and fell, folks. If anybody got that and posted it, I didn't see that either, the thing. I'm going to go in the yard.
Out the way anyway.
Okay, to be in the yard. Is that right?
I need the 2 yard free changing.
Okay, going in. Now, a certain person, guys, who basically lives here, like literally lives here all the time, you know, the idiot I'm talking about, did film that. Let's see whether or not he decides to post it. Because the horse slipped and fell onto its knees in the box. How about that? That was what the from all of the tourists was. Really not nice to see. Luckily, the horse and trooper are fine. So let's wait and see. The problem is a couple of the little kind of rat, Filipino and other spammers that are here definitely will post that on Facebook, which is very, 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 very sad to see. Extremely sad to see. However, if it does appear, if you guys send me the link to any channel you see it on, I will expose the people that posted it. We'll have a little interview with them. Remember, like those little ghastly twin spammers that used to film here that are gone. Ones that harass the royal family these days. So we definitely cannot be having that kind of thing out. It looks really bad, and it's not fair on the horse or the trooper. Corporal of Horse is making sure all is well at the front. Just quiet for a second whilst I take a gulp of water and look at the clock. It looks like we've got roughly, give or take, a minute and a half until the change. Luckily, despite the yard being pretty busy, not absolutely completely solid and packed, but pretty damn busy, there's only one tour guide and his two patrons on this side with me. So we got an awful lot of space, luckily. Yeah, incredibly lucky that is. Poor horsey. Let's hope that his front legs, and specifically the knees, didn't either get damaged, cut, or hurt from the slip. Okay, I can hear them, the new troopers on horses, just inside, bing bong, there we go, inside the tunnel area. And here we go. Okay, the commands are being. Wait, it's a lady that's giving the commands today. Wow. Lady Lance Corporal of Horse, possibly? Fantastic, either way. I wonder if it's her first day in this post. Pretty sure we've seen her in the box before. Oh, that was very close to the back of the horse then. But definitely never, in fact, I don't ever remember us seeing a Lance Corporal of Horse giving the instructions here at all, ever. I'm pretty sure we haven't. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. Some of you will remember if we have. I don't remember it. Now we can get to see if the other horse is absolutely fine as he walks in, the one that slipped. Oh, this one's like, hello. Hello, viewers. Okay, so the horse is walking toward the camera. He looks absolutely fine, folks. This is the one that had that little unfortunate moment. He's a big horse as well, but looks absolutely fine. No kind of limping or odd movement, so that's really good to see, isn't it? It's a beautiful view through the two horses now of the Lady Lance Corporal. I was hoping to get a decent picture, but I don't think it's going to happen. Sorry, moving that a teeny bit. Okay, I got a snap of her. I'm not sure if it'll be clear enough because it was between the horses. I probably cannot wait. These, I can't wait to get out of the yard, I was about to say, but I'm sure these cannot wait to get in there and get watered. Horses and the troopers, that is. Gosh, it's absolutely chocker with people. It looks like the Corporal of Horse is going to close up the boxes in just a moment. Now, this lady in the white cap is one of the most notorious of spammers that's often here. Oops, sorry lady, sorry. Hopefully, like everybody else, they will show restraint. What does this guy think he's doing? Bro, don't touch the horse. This clown's in the box. Look, one of the troopers going to bring the horse out. What on earth? So how many uncivilized people could you fit in one small spot in central London of a morning?
Right. So the square is where we're not allowed to be, right? You see that?
At least some people are recognizing that there's a box.
Here, right in front of the box. Right here, just turn around. Actually. Sorry, the camera's not ready yet. Okay.
Hold the press, everybody. I think this Fijian trooper we're looking at here is a lady. I think we've got another lady trooper. I only say that, unless I misheard, because of the tone of the voice. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but... Oh, he's off. Quit. Look at this. And I'm not in the box. Sorry, guys, excuse me. Trooper's going to bring the horse back around, I think, and try again. Now, the Corporal of Horse and the stableman are both here. Giant, unwieldy horse. Let me get myself way down into the yard. That way, even if the horse comes towards me, I've got space to run backward. Oh my goodness gracious. If this is her first day, then what a morning for this potentially new trooper. Yeah, horse is straight off. They're not taking any chances with this one. Don't know if it's a new horse, guys. We didn't get to see. Maybe one of you will be able to tell us which horse it is, but done, off. I'm about 95% certain that the trooper on this beauty is a lady trooper, Fijian lady trooper. Which I'll try and find out. I will try and find out. Before I go ahead and state it as being fact, I'd like to know, obviously, there's a very high chance of it being the first ever Fijian female member of the lifeguards. Yeah, very high chance. But again, don't take any of that as gospel, folks. I'll try to confirm it, and if I can confirm that, I'll let you all know. I'm not quite as kind of au fait with lifeguard comings and goings, etc., as with the Blues. Not for any particular reason, other than that I just don't really, or haven't really ever, to be honest, spoken very much with that regiment compared to the Blues. Anyway, so we've got an empty box, which means we've got one occupied box. Instead of plonking myself directly in front of the other box and getting trapped in that giant crowd. Oh, thanks for that massive Chinese sneeze right on my arm. Then, thanks very much for that. Thank God I've got SPF 50 anti-Chinese COVID suntan lotion on today. Honestly, I even felt the drops on my arm. It's like, ah. Now, I don't want to get into the crushing because what I'd like to do is see the new horse coming out and entering the box, almost certainly again with that particular trooper. That will give us more of a chance to see whether or not I was correct about it being a lady trooper. But gosh, we potentially, high potential that we've seen a bit of history in the making today. fact, especially with the Lady Lance Corporal of Horse. Fantastic. So we'll kind of stand a little bit side on. That way we get a bit of an idea of what's going on in the box. But also I can dash through the gate the second we hear a bit of clip cloppiness.
Bisogna avere rispetto, pensi un po', stare lì tutto il giorno.
Good mare.
And luckily, I think we chose the right side anyway. Certainly in terms of, you know, family portrait aspects today.
Sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Beautiful family. I think they're from the US, and they look very happy with their photo op here in London. Can't really say we're complaining them, folks, eh?
Oh, we're all in.
Ta-da!
Hey, everybody.
That's it. That's, in fact, I should be their photographer. Look at that.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, hold on. The rest of the family are turning. Whoa! That is a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic photo op they just got.
Nice try, I know. One day I'm going to go back with loads of photos. I like that one.
Oh my gosh, I can't even move again. I'm completely surrounded, folks. What on earth? Completely bonkers here it is today. Just a second, everyone. Take the opportunity to go into the yard. It is absolutely... Well, actually, wait, the police are closing up the boxes today, which is kind of unusual to see that. Stableman, Lance Corporal of Horse. But yeah, the police are doing it. We've also got, this is partly why I strolled in, they've moved now. I was about to say a lot of people, basically this whole family, Nordic family, in the arches. Yeah, I think the police are slightly more concerned with staying out of the sun, to be honest. So it's not really surprising that the tourists try to do the same. Looking into stable area, there's no horse in the tunnel, so they're probably still kitting that one up, which means it could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or longer. Now the good news is that the horse at this end appears super chill. Look. So we can get pictures of the horse and everyone around the horse, etc., from the back here, without needing to worry about the crush of tourists and other people. I mean, there is the upside to being in the yard. Okay. Now, given that it's pretty much unknown how long it's going to take to get up that new horse, I think the smart option is going to be to try to get in here a little bit, despite the massive crush. And what a crush it is, guys. It was bad before when there were two horses. Oh, hold on. How the hell did they do it that quickly? Look at this. Huh? There's a tourist in the box. What is she doing? Is she stupid or what? Absolute idiot of a tourist standing inside the box, taking pictures of the horse through the box. Can you imagine the stupidity, folks? Crazy, no? Some people are just like thick. It's unbelievable. Yes. If the horse came into the box and stood on her head, she'd cry about it. Mad. And the police just came out after they heard the noise at the front here. Absolutely ridiculous, folks. I mean, that's got to be the single most stupid tourist we've seen in 4 years of filming. Massive nervous horse, clearly in distress, and she stands in the box close to the horse to get a picture, taking the horse off again. So they didn't change the horse, that was the same horse. Now luckily everybody that was filming at this end has run into the yard to follow the horse, which quickly quit. They were not expecting that, which means we now saunter in a pirouette sort of way to the front, to the center. Oh yeah. Now I will stay here because they're going to bring out a new horse. There's no way they'll try that one, I don't think, for a third time. Unless they potentially change the trooper to possibly a trooper that's used to that temperamental horse. Which means that it'll be a little while before a new horse comes out, which means we'll be able to see the horse at the rear through the box as it comes out. I still, honestly, even the other tourists that were there, who were not, as you heard, native English speakers, they were just standing there kind of like, what? Things, I instinctively I went to run into the box and pull her out of the box, but I'd need to go into the box myself to do so, which I'm not prepared to do. One, because it's not my job, and more importantly, because that would make me as bad as her. Oh my gosh, can you see how many incredibly sweaty heads we've got here in London today? Among what is still the last few people coming with that Moroccan group.
Really important job because he's the horse guard, which means they're the bodyguard. Come on then. Let the horse go.
Today has more of a Monday feeling. It's just completely out of control, madness.
Only people who...
He's struggling, this poor chap. His shirt is drenched, his head is drenched. And I know how he feels, guys, I really do. I'm starting to think even 2 litres of water might not be enough today with this. Tribeca. Is that not Tribeca? Somewhere close to New York, am I right, guys? Sorry if I'm not, but... Okay, they're off. That was the Spanish group that were next to me when the idiot went into the box. To be honest, I'm trying to think back. I don't think we ever saw that happen one time on this channel. Somebody walk into the box to take a photo of a horse that's in distress whilst attempting to enter the box. Utter crazy so far that is morning. Now luckily, it might look as though they're in the box or getting in the box, this lot, but they're not, folks. They're just kind of skidding around the edge, at least for the moment. Okay, this is good. Okay, so he's speaking up as well. Stand behind the white line. And I think it was a troop. I didn't see his mouth move, but I heard it. So, I mean, it must have been him, unless it was a tourist. She has one of those USB neck fans, this lady. Smart woman. In this kind of heat, I tell you.
I guess at some point it's going to be baggy in the middle place. It must be burning there in the sun. I don't know how long you see
At least, folks, given the pressure on this box, and there is a lot of pressure, as the other box is still empty, they're being patient. Tourists, that is. They're not crowding the horse, they're not being disrespectful, and on the whole, they're also not being super noisy today either.
Tu veux faire une photo? Voilà.
No, hai detto fate attenzione, mi sono fermati. Dove c'è quella ragazza? Guardare lì.
Où es-tu? Martine.
I'm just sort of patiently watching and also trying to hear whether or not we've got the other horse coming out shortly. If that actually was the first ever King's Lifeguard duty for that particular new trooper, then wow, what a scary start, eh? Talk about pressure on your first day on public ceremonial. Absolutely bonkers. I haven't noticed, I'm kind of keeping a bit of an eye over to my left, folks, to see whether or not people are actively just stepping into the box for photos, thinking that there's an opportunity there whilst it's vacant. I can step back a teeny bit and try and get us a little bit of both sides. She's semi in the box. This is the actual perfect spot to stand, but it's rare that you can stand here because a queue forms up in front of the barrier area, bollard area where I'm standing. Either that or yeah, let's take over a super bright coloured umbrella and walk toward the horse with it. Pretty smart. Then again, if you got an IQ of 5 as opposed to 145, not really surprising. If the lady with the umbrella next to me pokes it on me again, it's going to get thrown on the ground.
Thank you, sir.
Hard Rock Cafe, oh yeah. And it's a cool pair of shades, bro. Yeah, it's been more than 5 minutes now, I think. They're still kidding up the other one. To be honest, I like how cool this trooper is. He tells it when he needs to, but the rest of the time, he's gloriously still, probably and smartly trying to conserve energy, because the more he does anything in this heat, the quicker he's going to overheat. Okay, she heard him. So that was what I heard the first time. It is his voice. I think the camera can pick it up. People are stopping in large numbers in the yard to take photos. I thought for a second that I'd missed the new horse, but no, it's not yet the new horse. Very keen to try and get actually no, it's going to be a different one, isn't it? I was going to say to try and get a picture of the horse's hoof number so we know which little meltdown horse it was, but it will not be the same one that comes back out, no chance. Talk about a drama-rama first half, guys, or first part. Like, what on earth is going on today? I'm going in a second to walk around the crowd and go back into the yard because it's her again. Second time he's had to tell this dope on the left to get behind the line. Doing it on purpose. But, same with his predecessors, he's on it. If we compare this to what we saw with the lifeguards 2.5, 3 weeks ago, massive change in enforcement approach and consistency. Now, I know there was one blue that was a little bit less than vocal on Wednesday, but that's the first person we've seen of either regiment in the past 7 days that hasn't been on it. So it's boding well, is what I'm trying to say. Right, stableman's coming out, which means it's highly likely that the new horse is coming out as well. Let's see, because otherwise, why are they opening up the box? Now, I'm going to have a look in the tunnel to see if the new horse is ready to come out, because the stableman has just opened the doors and fastened them back. So I'm thinking that imminently. Oh, here we go. Yep, here's the new horse. I'm just trying to think actually about where's the best place to stand to kind of film the trajectory of the horse as it comes out and goes to the box. I think I'm in the best space because I've got a lot of room to move backwards if I need to. Here's the chief. Having to tell these absolutely clueless tourists in the yard to move out the way so the horse. Oh, it is. I was right. It is a lady. This is a lady. It is a lady trooper, lady Fijian trooper. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm not too close, people. I'm at a very safe distance, even though it might not look like it. Okay, horse firmly in box. Hopefully, horse will stay firmly in box this time. Now, I can't tell you if it's a new horse or if it's the same horse, because you know what? I don't know. I don't remember what the other one looked like, but I think we'd all agree it's highly, highly likely that this is a new one for multiple reasons. Golly, I'm just looking at the time on the... Wow, we're almost at an hour. How on earth did that happen, folks? It feels like I just got here. Absolutely crazy. I'm very, very keen to see. Very, very keen to see, actually, how strict she will be with any idiots. Trooper is number 2 is looking super chill. Hasn't even broken a sweat. Brilliant. I thought we had yogurt then for the horse. Got like a pot of yogurt in his hand. I don't know if that's breakfast or a little brunch for the horse. Right, whilst I'm here in this spot, let's try and get ourselves a very nice picture of this magnificent horse. An equally magnificent new lady trooper. Yeah, 100%. I've never ever seen this trooper before. She looks super chill. And the other thing, the other reason that this is a wonderful thing to see, not only does it show that some of the new intake are coming through, and we're seeing them now on ceremonial here at Horse Guards, but also the lifeguards have considerably less lady troopers than the Blues and Royals. Now, I don't know because it's been a long time. Blues used to be kind of like about 5, 6, 7%. I don't know what they're at now. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's a bit less. Lifeguards was always half that, 2, 3%. There were an absolute tiny handful of lady lifeguards that we've actually ever, in all of these years of filming, seen here at Horse Guards. Let's hope nobody takes the you-know-what with her. I wonder if the horse is Overlord. Instinctively, I mean, it's a very, very, very large and chunky and good-looking horse, but there we go. She's on it immediately. First day, first time in the box. Bye-bye. Brilliant. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it, really? I'm thinking the new boss of the regiment, this new colonel, who's come down like an absolute hammer on standards, discipline, and is also responsible for the summer closure, has probably either himself or had one of his subordinate officers quite possibly either sit down whole squadrons, if not the entire 2 regiments, and lay down the law. In other words, that line is fundamentally your job, enforce it.
Che no, perché non hai palle.
Because boy, have we seen a difference in the last couple of
Now put her shade down a bit. That's
filming sessions.
No, try and look at Nanny.
The good news is we're roughly halfway through this shift. Probably feels like for this troop, it probably feels like she's been there for 3 hours already. That's good news because when I finish part 1 shortly, I will resume for a part 2, which means that we'll get the super duper strict troopers that were here when I first started part 1 back again. And if it's not too busy in the yard, I will likely go to the line. But yeah, folks watching, is it overlord? Hard to say. I really couldn't say. Oh, another one in the box. Twice she's told her. Not sure if she's from the US, but kind of entitled look. Told her once. She sort of moved one foot as a gesture, and then told her the second time, and then she finally shifted permanently. Great to see this level of enforcement though, especially from a new trooper in the lifeguards. I think the days of disrespect, sorry guys, that we saw before, in other words, primarily and predominantly. Oh wait, one second guys, there's another one that's getting too close. Just about over the line, one more footstep, one on the left is going to be in the box. Was that a Butte? I'm not convinced. This bro just came back from Mykonos. Look, he's got the hat to prove it. Yeah, it's a Mykonos holiday hat, folks. Actually, I swear we saw this lady. Hello. Oh, yeah, just like push in. Don't worry about it. They're getting really, 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 really close to that that line. Arguably a bit too close. To be honest, the tall girl behind is taking far too long. So it's hardly surprising others are sort of running out of patience a little bit. I mean, how long do you need anyway, fundamentally, for a picture? 15 seconds tops. Thumbs up. If that was Ormond, he would have just lost his thumb. Odd as it might sound, even though it's hotter here, it doesn't actually feel hotter in the sense that it feels cooler now than it did when we arrived. You know, if I briefly acclimatized. Very odd. And it's the hottest part of the day, and I'm in the hottest spot on Whitehall at the hottest part of the day, but it's not a problem, curiously. Yeah, that's issue of the traffic piling up behind me is a definite problem there. You can probably hear there's an awful lot of traffic queued up along Whitehall because of the fact there's only one lane open. I think that's enough for part one, folks. So this gent is our last, or gents, they're our last lucky tourist punters in this part 1. But I'll be back briefly for an addendum, i.e. a small part 2. Bro. Be right back, guys. Bye for now.